Hello, lovely viewers. You're welcome to another exciting episode of the Campus Drive TV show with me, Gema, your host for today. Guess what? Today is not just any ordinary day. It's Valentine's Day. Wow, happy Valentine's Day to my lovely and cherished viewers. But here's a question. What does this day truly mean? Is it about love? Is it about relationship? Or is it just an overhyped celebration? We see students buying gifts, others going on dates. So I understand that some post their babes on social medias, especially on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. But do they really understand what love and relationship means? Most importantly, how should students balance their relationship life, which will not ruin their academics and their emotional? Because as we all know, our mental health is always at stake and is important. So joining us is a special guest, not just any other guest, but a highly experienced counselor who will help us to delve into this topic and digest them. So when we are done, my fellow viewers, you're just going to enjoy yourself, and then you're also going to make sure you're educated and entertained as well. Notice that Campus Drive TV show is proudly brought to you by Heritage Christian University and the Heritage Media Center. Let's go for a quick commercial break. When we are back, we'll see our guests for today. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Berio Ponsa. When I wake up every day, all I do is creating picture and video concept, filming or shooting videos, piloting drones, taking pictures, graphic design, 3D modeling, and other things. If you want to be like me, I recommend to you BSA Multimedia Technology at Heritage Christian University. Admission in progress.
Are you interested in building yourself in the media sector? Do you want to be a journalist, a videographer, a photographer, or any media personnel? Then Heritage Media Center is the right place to be. Ashon Michaelina is my name, a student of the Heritage Media Center. Heritage Media Center is just not centered on theory, but mostly about practicals. I am a student studying both journalism and multimedia. Someone would ask, can I study both journalism and multimedia? Yes, you can, and it also comes with a discount. Studying at Heritage Media Center gives you the opportunity to have access to all learning materials. Here at Heritage Media Center, we have the best lectures. Their main aim is to make sure we get the best of understanding. Come to Heritage Media Center and have that quality education.
Alright, you're welcome back from the quick commercial break. This is still the Campus Drive TV show with me, Gema, your host for today. But before I introduce our special guest for today, let's delve into a trippy history about the Valentine's Day. So many Ghanaians of today actually call it the chocolate day, the chocolate day. But originally it was named after Saint Valentine. Wow, you guys are wondering who is Saint Valentine that we are all saying that today is Valentine's Day. So Saint Valentine was actually a Roman priest who secretly helped couples to get married, despite Queen Emperor Claudia II, who banned marriage during that period. And you know, in life, if we break rules, there are definitely significances and then consequences ahead. So when they found out, this our priest was then bound to life imprisonment. That was on the 14th of February 269 AD. Yes. So since then, Valentine's Day on the 14th of February has been a day to celebrate love and affection. So today, our special guest is a highly experienced counselor who will help us to delve into this interesting topic that we are going to talk about today. That's love and relationship. And then, so sit chill, get a glimpse of water, and then let me introduce to you my special guest. He's in the person of Mr. George Asah. Sir, please, you're welcome to today's
Thank
show.
you, my dear.
So this is the Campus Drive TV show, and then today, as they say, is the chocolate day of Valentine's Day. Let's say it's so. Please, a little introduction about you. Who is Mr. George Asah?
George loves chocolates.
Okay.
So it's good to have me on a chocolate day.
Alright, that's interesting, my lovely viewers.
Oh yeah, my family always bring me chocolates when they travel outside.
Okay.
And whenever someone have gifts of chocolate, they will bring it to me.
Yeah, like very viewers, like he's a lover of chocolate.
Exactly.
Indeed.
So Dad, we know you love this. So George is a retired businessman.
Okay.
Married.
Okay. Please, has married. Don't worry, we'll delve into that issue too. So let's continue.
In my 45th year of marriage.
45
4, 5,
years.
yeah.
My fellow viewers, I heard like 45 years. Wow, that has been a journey. Like,
With 3 daughters
okay.
and 4 grandchildren.
Wow.
We've been a counselor for the past 13 years.
13 years.
Yes.
Wow, so my fellow viewers, if you just need any counselor, like pertaining anything, because he has really educated a lot of young people on marriage, on relationship, on love, and a whole lot. So don't worry, stay tuned, just copy our number and book him for a counseling section. He's not just any counselor, highly experienced counselor. Look at 13 good years. It's not just an easy year. Okay, so people have this, let's see, what's love, if I will ask?
What's love?
What's love? Like that 4-letter word.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you people will call it a crush or what?
A crush.
It is, the crush. No. Love has its own elements by which it expresses itself. And so there are the positive elements and the negative elements.
Okay.
The positive ones need to be observed in the relationship. And when the negative ones are observed or present in the relationship, it means there's no love.
All right.
So
So we've talked about the positive and the negative. So what are these positive and these negative elements that we have to chip in to know?
well, I'm a Christian counselor.
Okay.
So I cannot do without the scriptures.
Sure.
And when I talk about love, we have several places or books and chapters that discusses love. The Old Testament says, love your neighbor as yourself.
Yes.
But when Jesus came, he raised the bar. It is no more love your neighbor as yourself, but the standard has been raised. Love one another as I have loved you. And what did Jesus do? That is giving himself.
His only begotten son.
No, he himself offering himself, sacrifice total. So in the New Testament, we love our neighbors more than ourselves because we need to sacrifice for them.
But wait, so someone will ask, why should I love my neighbor more than me myself?
Fine. So in a relationship, there are disparities, differences between the genders, social background, traditional, cultural backgrounds. All these things come to play in a relationship. And so what love does or what sacrifice means in this area is some of the things you can manage, some behaviors that you cannot, you need to cope, and others adapt. And so it's like you need to appreciate your partner as an individual, a unique person, different from you, who have different views and opinions and values and sometimes interests, and yet you need to put up with such a person. And so in order to display or exhibit love, you need to go through the process of sacrificing your own wishes, your own opinions, your own comfort sometimes, and other things. Your own time, everything of yours, and even your energies and other things. Your intellectual energies sometimes are sacrificed, and so this is what it means to be in love. Without this, any other thing would be fluctuation, or maybe something else. Something else. Something else.
All right. So, what would someone say? Let's see. We've not talked about love and digested it. So, what would we say relationship is?
Relationship is what you decide to do with another person or an object.
All right.
We have nature of relationship, we have types of relationships. So when you talk about nature of relationship, we have two major types of relationships. We have relationship by choice and relationship not by choice. That is voluntary and involuntary. So relationship by choice is if I choose to be in a relationship with you, then what kind of relationship do I want from you? Are you my mate in school? Are you going to be my study partner or whatever?
Best friend.
Exactly. So that is a relationship by choice. Relationship without choice is involuntary is blood relationship. Your mom, your siblings, your dad, exactly, and then there's another aspect of relationship without choice, like your mates in school. You didn't choose them. The school chose them.
The students,
and so by default they become your mates, and that's also a relationship. So relationship in a broader sense can mean a lot of things. Now, as we see it, we are in a relationship, a host and a guest relationship.
Definitely.
So, this is a relationship, and we can have a relationship with other objects.
Maybe with your parents.
Exactly. Your books and everything. How you relate with another person or another object is what we call relationship. So these are the two main type of relationship. And the nature is relationships are the relationship can be dynamic. It grows. It can spark. It can start from a point, and it may develop and grow, or it can also degenerate.
So that's why, so that means you can start in the relationship and then at a point,
either you grow into it deeper or you degenerate in it. So that's the dynamics, and that's the nature of relationship. So talking about types and nature, what else do we have? I think these are the two main sides of relationship that we can talk about.
So being married for like 45 good years. Let's dive into your young self. How did you meet your wife?
Wow. Hey, this story. I say every misfortune is a blessing.
Sure.
I remember working with my big brother and staying with him at the same time. I was going to the shop one morning. I didn't have enough money. So I went to my big brother and said, "What did you use your salary for?" And I said, "I used it for something else." He said, "Well, I don't care. Whichever way it takes you to get to the shop. All I need is you need to be in the shop." So I started walking from Latebio Koshin to Tudu.
Oh, it's really far.
Far, very. And those days, even these days, things have made it a bit shorter. There are no many vehicles around, so that even make it further than you can now. Yes. And so as I came by somewhere around Adabraka called City Laundries in the late 70s. And then I met this beautiful young lady. And I saw her, passed by her, walked some few meters, stopped, turned. And to my surprise, she has also stopped and turned.
And then the hearts were connected. And this one was love at first sight.
Yes, it can be. You can call it a crash, my crash, or whatever. But that was it. For the day, we never spoke. Nothing went on. Then one day I was in the shop, and I saw the lady,
the same face
passing by. There was a friend close, and I said, "Hey, who is that lady?" And then the gentleman said, "Oh, I know her. Do you like her?" I said, "Yes." I would love to know more about her, so I can tell you everything. So he mentioned the name, the siblings, everything, and then he said, "Okay, you give me a quarter of gin. I will take you to the house." I said, "Okay, don't worry, I'll give you." So I gave him. And then he said, "Okay, when you close, we'll go."
Okay, that was love for sacrificing.
Yes, exactly. You need to work towards it.
Sure.
And so he took me to the house and showed me the place. I didn't say anything. I didn't see her, and went back home. Went up, took my bath, dressed up, put on my best, and you guys don't know. When we see you for the first time, we are so afraid of approaching you.
Like your heart is beating.
Men we are cowards. If you want to see cowards, look, you can find it in a man who has seen a girl for the first time. We are so fearful, afraid of you. So I need to strategize. What do I say? Exactly. Had my plans and strategies. I said, okay, so when I get to the house and find someone, I'll just ask the one to call SMSC for me. I got there, lo and behold, she was sitting right in front of the house. Oh, heads up.
Hallelujah.
No, I couldn't approach her.
Of all the components,
because it didn't fit into my plans.
someone to call her.
Exactly. And once it didn't fit, I couldn't execute my plan. So heads up, walk straight, not looking from
left
the
or
side,
right, we are just looking straight.
Ran to my house that night. It's a story, and sometimes I sit and then look back and say, so I did this. Right, I came back another time, another evening.
Never give up.
Yes, and then she wasn't there.
So
I gathered the courage and asked someone to call her for me. That's the end of the story.
Wow, and then it happened. All right, that's interesting. So, pertaining to students and relationship, how would you say students should handle their relationship alongside their academics?
Yes, it's good to be in relationship. Honestly, the Bible says it's better to have a relationship than to go it alone or to go solo. So the scriptures don't frown on relationship. The scriptures support relationship, where Ecclesiastes and Proverbs says, two are better than one. So it's good to be in a relationship. The question is, are you ready for the relationship?
For the sacrifices.
Exactly. So relationship must be, I would say,
based, or you have to make up your mind.
No, the relationship needs to be on purpose.
Okay.
You need to
Why
purpose
are you
it
going
exactly
into
that first.
Okay.
So when you have a purpose, that means you started a plan for the relationship. So it must be done purposefully. You cannot enter into relationship just because everyone is in a relationship, so you just want to be in a relationship. And this is what is happening to you students on campus.
Definitely.
Yeah. Everybody is in a relationship.
So
I must tie one onto myself. I must get one. What is it for?
Not vision, no aim.
What is it for?
Is it for
And
pleasure?
what kind of relationship do you need? You need to ask these questions. And you need to ask, if I want to be in a relationship, what kind? Who? Take into consideration even the gender.
The gender, the character.
Exactly. So if I'm a man, is it going to be a female?
Female.
Or if I'm female, is it going to be male? Or male will be okay for me because of my needs in school, the demands of the time. So I'm a man, I'm a boy, young man. I want to be in a relationship. I'm in school. What kind of relationship do I need? If I go in for the opposite sex, am I ready for that kind of relationship? And what will that relationship be for?
Me. Okay. Is it giving up at the center or pushing up?
Exactly. So you need to know all these things before you decide who to relate with.
But
So you don't just look at,
because with your own, you had done background investigation even
exactly,
before approaching the
exactly,
person.
and
So
I
you
was
don't just approach
and I
the
was
person
ready
like
to marry because I met her 79. By 80 we were married.
that. Wow.
So if you are not ready to marry, then what kind of relationship? I meet you, I want to be in a relationship with you. I'm not ready to marry. Then we don't talk about romance. We don't talk about things that will push us into something that will give us or bring us a lot of anxiety and worries and problems. So I can be in a relationship with an opposite sex, all right. Hey, my study partner, yeah, I have some issues with maybe my mathematics or chemistry or biology or whatever. And I can tell, or I know, I've observed you are very good. So I want to be in a relationship with you and then have you as a steady partner. Or someone I can trust and share my personal stuff with. Then when we do that, then we set the barriers or we set the ground rules. So the relationship must be purposeful, and then the ground rules must be set from day one.
That's the boundaries.
Exactly.
Where to cross and when not to cross.
Exactly.
Alright, so this ship into us going for a quick commercial break. Guys, the conversation is getting more interesting, so don't miss out. Campus Drive TV show is proudly sponsored by Heritage Christian University and the Heritage Media Center. Let's go for a quick commercial break. When we are back, we'll continue with our discussion. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Burial Ponsa. When I wake up every day, all I do is creating picture and video concept, filming or shooting videos, piloting drones, taking pictures, graphic design, 3D modeling, and other things. If you want to be like me, I recommend to you BSA Multimedia Technology at Heritage Christian University. Admission in progress.
Are you interested in building yourself in the media sector? Do you want to be a journalist, a videographer, a photographer, or any media personnel? Then Heritage Media Center is the right place to be. Asah Michaelina is my name, a student of the Heritage Media Center. Heritage Media Center is just not centered on theory, but mostly about practicals. I am a student studying both journalism and multimedia. Someone would ask, can I study both journalism and multimedia? Yes, you can, and it also comes with a discount. Studying at Heritage Media Center gives you the opportunity to have access to all learning materials. Here at Heritage Media Center, we have the best lectures. Their main aim is to make sure we get the best of understanding. Come to Heritage Media Center and have that quality education.
Welcome back from the quick commercial break. This is still the Campus Drive TV show and the Campus Valentine's Day special. So we are with our highly experienced counselor, Mr. George Asah, who is educating us more. If you missed the first episode, just sit down and listen to the rest because I'm enjoying the episodes that we are talking about. So Mr. Asah, as we talked about love relationship, now let's delve into this. Students mostly go into relationship because of peer pressure, societal expectations, and even sometimes because of social media trends. What would you say are some of the misconceptions that students put on relationships?
Okay. Before we come to the misconceptions, let's look at the pressures, peer, societal, and exactly.
Media.
So peer pressure it comes like, well, everybody is in a relationship. So I need one. No, you don't need it. You don't need one. And even if you need one, what's the kind of relationship that you need? And so most people in this world, if you don't have plans, the world will plan for you. The society will plan for you. Your peers will plan for you. You see, consciously or unconsciously, they will be leading you in life. So if you have your own plans, personal plans, when you have your purpose, the when, the house, and the times, and whatever, then you will not allow the societal pressure to weigh on you to do something against your own plans. Everybody's in a relationship. What if you find yourself in serious trouble in the relationship? Will everybody join to solve it? They won't. So it is about you and what you want for yourself. The purpose by which you are in that, what is it? Is it to find a wife, a husband, or you are there? You remember the book says there is time for everything. So don't allow the society or your peers to put pressure on you. That's the first thing. It's your own decision. It is your life. It is not about them. It is about you. Not even your parents should put pressure on you to be in a relationship. No. Now, let's look at the misconceptions about what I told you in the introduction. What is your purpose? But I want to believe that on campus, the purpose will be one thing. And I'm a boy.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Sex. Pleasure. That's the purpose. And I always tell my lady audience, female audience, you can help the boys. We are like he-goats. When you see you, we see only one thing.
Wanting. What's that?
The unmentionable.
Okay. Alright.
You see, when a man sees a woman, I'm going to tell you what our eyes are like. Our eyes are like X-rays or scanning equipment. We scan you.
I'll show you. So when the hospital scans down,
once I see you, I will scan you. You can ask your,
you have extraordinary
your
eyes
producer
above
and
the
your
scan.
cameraman will scan you.
Okay.
We scan up to a point that we even will strip you naked.
Really?
Oh yes, you can ask any boy around. We scan you, strip you naked,
Okay.
and see your nudity on bed. And how we can enjoy you in bed. This is man. I scan, your dad scans, your pastor scans, your grandfather scans, your brothers scan.
I mean, every male scan.
Every male scan.
Okay.
Every male scan.
Not the hospital. You people
No.
hospital.
I was riding with my daughter, who is adult, full adult. She was about 30-something years old then. And then we met this young girl, well dressed, cute. I mean, to fit the figure. He said, Dada, this girl, not any for power. Hey, fatana pa and tamano power. I said, oh, okay, yes, Abena. Do you know what came into my mind? I started scanning. No, I'll tell you the truth. I'm not going to hide. You see, if you don't know yourself, that's when you fall into dangers. So you should know. When Jesus said that any man who sees a woman and lusts after her, it means Jesus knew that we'll be scanning you.
Scanners of the world.
Exactly. I started scanning.
Okay.
Once my daughter got attracted to the dress and was admiring her in the dress, I was figuring out the figure in the dress and how it will look like. I'm sorry, as a professional, that's the way to go. I need to tell you the truth. Not that I'm being profane, but I need to tell you the truth because you know it already. So we scan you. Any man who approaches you comes with that intention first. He has already scanned you, has stripped you naked on his conscious bed. He's just waiting for the kill. And so what you guys can do is, if I approach you and request for a relationship, you need to sit me down and get the ground rules for the relationship. Ask me, what do you want from me? What is this relationship? As soon as the guy buys you a bottle of Coke and put it down, before you take a sip, ask him, Master, what is the purpose of this gathering?
Before you sip the Coke.
And before you sip.
Okay. So pertaining to boundaries, as you've mentioned, how are you setting to set, or how are these boundaries set between partners?
So when you know the ground rules, and so it's just a platonic relationship, okay, say fine. Okay. Then when you are ready to marry, and you think he is right or she is right, you can go for him or her. But then if he or she is not right, the ground rules was simple. It was for just ordinary friendship. Without strings attached. You see. And so then also, when I begin to offer you gifts, you also, as a lady, need to ask yourself certain questions. This man, this young man, what is he up to? Oh, take 10 series data. You are happy. Then another time, 20 series airtime. And then you are happy. And I look at your phone, oh no, let me get you a new phone. You should know that akamfo bɛka sɛ baabi a ɔnam no ɛhɔ yɛ toro, slippery. Then you should know that something is in the offing, something is coming, and you need to be ready for it. So this is it. And if you're a man and you are on campus, you should ask yourself, am I ready for it? I'm schooling. Someone is paying my fees.
Someone is feeding you.
Exactly. So you need to ask yourselves. But don't go in because everybody is doing it. No. And sex is not love. Sex is not love. I mean, they have no correlation at all. They don't relate. They don't come to, no, they don't come near.
Okay.
Because you can have sex without love. Everybody can have sex with any opposite person and without love. So, yes, they don't correlate. We need to be able to tell the difference between sex and love. In any case, you are female. If a man should come to you and tell you, if you don't give me sex, it means you don't love me. Tell him he's a damn liar. Can I quote?
Yes.
Can we read the scriptures?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see what the Bible says about that.
Okay.
People don't know the Bible has something to say about it. But so let me take you to 1 Corinthians 13, the book of love. We all know 13,
Verse
6.
Okay. So 1 Corinthians 13 verse 6. Rejoice not in iniquity.
What
but
rejoice not in
truth.
iniquity? What is that? What are we discussing? He's talking about love.
Love.
So he says, love rejoices not in iniquity.
But rejoice in the
The
truth.
truth. Okay. So if I want to have sex with you, what are we doing? Iniquity. And so if I love you, I shouldn't do that with you. So if I want sex, then it is not love, it's something else. And you need to address that. If I want it and you also want it and want to give it to me, then we know that what we are doing is for our own pleasure.
Pleasure, but not of the way.
Exactly.
All right. So we see most students of today investing their time, their money, even to an extent of their academics.
Yeah.
Would you say that students' relationship is genuine, or is just the influence of trends on media?
Well, I don't have the accurate figures, but I know that the stats says very few end up in marriage after school.
All right.
The percentage is so low that
So low.
it is not significant for us to dwell our conclusions on that. So the conclusion will be that most of them don't end up in marriage.
After school.
After school, they go their
That's
separate
all.
ways. So the numbers are not significant enough for us to put weight on.
Okay.
Rather, they come with its consequences.
So would you say, okay, with that statement, just very soon, that's when we come to heartbreak. You see most students getting heartbreak with the issue of them guys cheating on her, neglecting her, not giving her attention, and a whole lot.
Because the timing was wrong.
Okay.
The timing of entering the timing is wrong too. The purpose
was
is
not
also
there.
wrong. And the how will surely be wrong. So if you have the purpose, that is the future, and the timing when, and the how, then the what will definitely be wrong. Because everything about it is wrong.
It's wrong.
The purpose wrong, timing wrong.
What's wrong? And how?
What are you there for? That 4 years you are spending on campus is for a purpose, a particular purpose. So it is not time for lovey-lovey thing. And so when you get it wrong there, surely the results will be wrong. And you see, it won't help you. It's not going to help because broken heart brings a lot of anxiety and worry, depression. And you know what that means? When the Bible says worry not or anxiety, the Greek word says it's a divided mind. So when you need the full complement of your intellect, your intellectual abilities, energies to learn, you are wasting half on some quasi-assembly relationship.
That will not end the marriage, actually.
Exactly, because you have a divided attention. Meanwhile, you need the full complement of your intellectual energies to focus on your books.
So what advice will you give to students who are dealing with this heartbreak?
Wait, the beautiful ones are there. The good ones are there. You wait.
Yeah, the beautiful ones are not.
When I say the beautiful ones are there, that reference is for the females. And the good ones are also up there. The reason is simple. You see, the higher you go, the better it becomes. Mm-hmm. If you are in a relationship, you be in a relationship doing GHS. Mm-hmm. You are going to be GHS graduates. And so you are still low there. SHS, you'll be down there. First degree, you'll be down there. Mm-hmm. What if you plan to become a lecturer and have your PhD? Okay. So the higher you go, the better it becomes. Because some may even drop out.
Sure.
And meanwhile, you have chained your heart to his or hers in such a way that you can't leave. And then one will be climbing higher, and then one will be going down. So don't go in and self-inflict. I mean, these broken hearts are all yes, they are self-inflicted. We inflict we bring them upon ourselves because the timing is wrong. When you are ready to marry, you find a perfect match. I'm not saying a compatible, but a perfect match. Though distinct, different.
So my lovely viewers, the interaction is getting more interesting. Let's go for a quick commercial break. This is still the Campus Drive TV show with me, Gema. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Berio Ponsa. When I wake up every day, all I do is creating picture and video concept, filming or shooting videos, piloting drones, taking pictures, graphic design, 3D modeling, and other things. If you want to be like me, I recommend to you BSA Multimedia Technology at Heritage Christian University. Admission in progress.
Welcome back from the quick commercial break. This is still the Campus Drive TV show with me, Gema, your host, on our Valentine's special day with our special experience counselor, Mr. George Asah. So, to continue with our conversation, how do students maintain a healthy relationship as students?
Well, I cannot say without commitment, you need to commit yourself to the relationship. But what are you committing yourself to? The purpose. Okay. So you commit to the purpose. Yeah. Exactly. And then you abide by the ground rules. Mm-hmm. And then there could be some exchanges of gifts here and there, but whenever you are giving something out to your partner in the relationship, it should be free will without exactly without any strings attached to them.
Okay, so that delves into our next question. You see, most students will prefer relationship without strings attached or situationship.
You see, the one offering the gift must measure or do some calculations on his own tolerance level. But I must measure his tolerance level first. If I'm giving you iPhone as a gift, your birthday gift, and then I know if what I want from you, I don't get it. Yeah. If you don't give it to me, I'll be fine. Then fine, I can go ahead and give it to you. But if my tolerance level is such that you can't have the iPhone without
giving me what
I want, then I shouldn't give it.
Okay, then you should keep your time.
Then I should keep it.
Then we'll all be in the same
Exactly. And you, the receiver, also should know this thing you are giving me, what is it about? What do you want from me? Okay. So the ground rules is not just a one-off thing. Okay. It's a guide. And it must go through the lifespan of the relationship. It must be like a sensor. Anytime something comes up, that sensor should click and let you be alert and then ask the appropriate questions. In most cases, we don't want to ask questions. I mean, my daughters, I interviewed them once and it was like, when you ask the questions, then they will feel like, and I say, what if they feel that way?
Okay.
It's better. You see, so just go ahead and ask questions. Ask questions. Check your risk tolerance level before you give something out. And then when the strings are attached, you know you cannot meet.
You can leave.
Then tell the one, please, I'm sorry, I can't. Because there are better phones still coming.
Yes, because from XR now we have 11,
it will come. It started 12. It started with 6, 7, 8, 9X, 6. Now we have 16.
16.
You see, but the point is, when you're able to maximize the use of your full intellectual energy, and you're able to climb up there. By the time iPhone 25 comes, you can buy 10 times.
Definitely.
You can buy 10 or more. And so you shouldn't allow the iPhone 12 to get you stuck in life. Because you get stuck with someone. You don't intend marriage. You are not free. Exactly. Okay. And so, and then here comes the broken heart issue. When is broken heart established? It's when one feels being cheated.
Cheated upon.
Exactly. But it is only the married that can be cheated upon.
So if you are single, there's
no cheating. There's nothing like cheating in single.
Okay.
Because you see, how can I say you have cheated? We are in a relationship.
But we are not in God's covenant, because God said when two people are bounded, that's when that covenant.
And we are not bounded. One, it is the sexual aspect of the relationship that makes one feel
like
being cheated. Without sex, if I'm not having sex with you, we are in a relationship, I don't have sex with you, and you go out there and have sex with someone, is that my business? I could care less about that. But once we begin having sex, then there have been some kind of bond.
Spiritual.
Whether you call it spiritual, emotional, or whatever. then after, when
kind of find out the person has
another person with another person, then you claim victim of cheating. Now let's take into consideration the following scenarios. Your first name again, please. I'm sorry.
Kunkan.
Kunkan. Kunkan. I'm Kojo. Okay. We are in a relationship. Okay. We've been going to bed together. Okay. What are we doing? We are cheating. Yeah. We are stealing.
Yes, stealing gold and stealing man.
We are stealing. We are thieves.
Okay.
So I've been stealing with you. Do I have the moral right to accuse you that you shouldn't steal with Chris?
No, because we are all stealing.
We are all stealing. I'm stealing with you. You are my accomplice. We've been doing this thing together, stealing. And then you chose to steal with another person. Then I complain. What kind of life is this?
It's only when there is marriage.
When there is marriage, or when we are prepared to marry, and if we agree that we're not going to have sex till we marry, and then one goes off, then there has been a cheating. But if I'm sleeping with you, and you chose to sleep with another person, or I choose to sleep with another person, no one has cheated anybody. No one is a victim here.
You've only cheated.
We are kronfo, we are kronfo. A thief has stolen a thief, and the thief is complaining. The thief cannot complain. Okay. If you can get this into our minds, maybe it will reduce the problems, the challenges that come with this kind of relationship. Okay. And then it will also help us to comport ourselves and put up good conduct. No one is going to beat someone. No one is going to insult, maybe exactly verbal abuses, physical abuses, exactly on other people.
All right. Mm-hmm. So my fellow viewers, the conversation is getting interesting, but our time was also limited. So Campus Drive TV, us having a sponsorship and partnership. So are you a small business or an entrepreneur who wants us to showcase your goods or your products for you? Campus Drive TV show is here for you to partnership with us. So you can call us by the number on the screen, and then we'll discuss the enquiries and the details in this partnership with us. Mr. Anderson, we wish we could continue for a whole long while, but our time is running out. So your final words to all students out there and the youth in general.
Okay. All I would say is, if you want to go into a relationship, go in with purpose. Okay. And get the timing right. And then put up a good conduct. So
you go in with a purpose, 1, the timing should be correct, 2, and then you should put on a good conduct. Okay.
That is knowing your boundaries, setting them right,
obeying them,
obeying your ground rules. Okay. Let the ground rules serve as a sensor for the relationship.
All right. Wow. So my fellow viewers, as we heard it all from our counselor, he said, when entering into a relationship, know your purpose, make sure the timing is correct, and then show up good conduct. That's knowing your boundaries, obeying them, and making sure you align, or making sure that you go according to the boundaries that are being set. You know, Campus Drive TV, we give you mind blowing. This year, we are not just giving you any show, but we are giving you extraordinary episodes each and every week as we meet. Proud today actually happens to be one of our co-hosts, Michaelina. So Mickey Bella, today is Mickey Bella's birthday. So happy glorious birthday to our co-host Mickey Bella from the team of the Campus Drive TV show. We say may God continue to bless you. May He shine His mercies and His grace upon your life. May you not just may you be a shining star, and then may you go far, because you're already going far. So we wish we could continue, but unfortunately our time is passing. But before the Miss Answer, when you enter into the premises of Campus Drive, we always have, should I say, our culture. So when I say Campus Drive TV show, you say, please press play as quick and as fast as you can.
Please press play.
Yes, so you have to say it fast. Please press play, please press play. Very consecutive.
Please press play.
So fast.
Okay, okay, let me
Please
press play. Oh, okay.
So Campus Drive TV show.
Please press play.
Please faster, please.
Please press play. Please press play.
So this has been the Campus Drive Valentine's special, an interesting episode that we gave you lots on love and relationship. We say thank you to our proud sponsors, Heritage Christian University and the Heritage Media Center. If you are looking for university, look no further. Heritage is here for you. The #1 chartered university within a few years, like yes. And then a proud, let's say, thanks to my producer, Mr. Quest, my crew members, my co-hostess, and then my team for making sure that today's episode was a successful one. Until then, it was me, Gema, your host. Until then, we'll meet next week with another mind-blowing episode. So then, it is Campus Drive TV show.
Please press play.
Bye-bye.
Honam sardine, my lady, let your skin do the talking. I and Eddie honam de here pow, honam wa atoso. Eya and sansa ta how. Oh, we didn't any cruchy. And your mamen come for confidence.